out doing some welding on the 2010 Ford Edge. As you can see, still got more sanding to do and stuff. But filling in all these spot welds. I'm doing plug welding, which because I drilled the spot welds out like here. Now I'll just take the welder and I'll fill that weld in, or fill that hole in with weld, and I'm plug welding it all. Still got a little bit of body work to do. I still got more welding to do. Got the floor panels in place. I gotta finish cleaning up the welds on those. And here's the other piece here. Sorry about the lighting. Here's the other piece. It's gonna actually overlap. Put a flange weld on it. It's actually gonna overlap on it. I'm gonna seam seal it, and then I'm gonna take and plug weld it, finish welding everything up. Weld that, and then I'll sand it down, and I'll put some seam sealer on it, and finish filling it and all the welds. I actually take on gaps like here, if you see, I actually take coat hangers, metal coat hanger, and I'll take and put the metal coat hanger in the hole and use it as filler rod instead of filling in empty spot, and then filling in an empty spot with weld. I'll just take and use a MIG welder, and I'll use coat hanger, and I'll fill that in with coat hanger, and then I'll sand it off, and then I'll groove it, and then I'll re-weld over the top of it, just so it's got a nice clean weld, and then I'll sand it back down, do a little body fill on it. Pulled that little dent out that was there with the stud dent puller. Started messing with this dent here. There's a couple of highs and lows on it. I still got to finish it up. It's not done. Started doing welding up here too. I actually took and bent that down a little bit. And then I took a clothes hanger and I welded it in there. And then I filled it in. So it's actually a little bit over. It's flush, but I still got to finish doing some work on that. But I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on. I'm hoping to get all the welding done. Get all the welding done in the next couple days, and get the body work done, and maybe end up getting a little bit of black paint, or take a black that I have, because the inner part of this doesn't matter, it just needs to be black, and paint this and this apron here, or I'll just go and get some black paint, and I'll shoot that, paint that black so I can get the wheel back on, so I can get it back on all fours. But it's coming along. Yeah, the garage got messy again. I'm doing a lot of grinding, a lot of sanding right now, to clean up welds, to flatten them back out and make them look good. But I just wanted to give you an update. Out working on the Ford Edge. Here's the dash reinforcement. This is what the steering column and everything bolts up to. It got a little bent in the wreck, this side here got bent. In the wreck, this got pushed over, and I pushed it. It was hit on the passenger side, and this bolts in. Oh, that's the laying down version, but it bolts in, and I believe it got hit. It got hit on this side here, on the right, and pushed it. I think it bent this whole thing, or something got bent. I took the one out of the parts car, and its dashboard was busted up. Had big cracks in it. But I ended up just seeing how bad that frame's bent compared to this frame. And I know the only thing I noticed on the parts car frame is this bracket here got bent a little bit, which I could take off this one. I believe this bracket just got hit too hard and distorted it. Didn't bend it somewhere. I don't know exactly. Looks like it has a slight bow in it, but I don't know. I just ended up using the other one. Even after straightening these brackets here out a little bit, the dash cover still didn't fit correctly. This dash got a little bit of damage, but I think after the dash gets pulled back into place a little bit, it'll work. This is not going in yet. I just wanted to check the, I just want to get all my welding done on the car, so if something needs to be re-welded, then it can be. The frame of the frame, and this is why I think this got bent. This frame is like a 1/4 inch shorter, or about a 1/4 of an inch shorter than this frame that's in the car. But I will get back with you when I get a little bit further along. Just wanted to give you a little brief of what I've done. I just took the dashboard cover off just so it wasn't on there. The old dashboard reinforcement was bent, so I had to replace it. The dashboard reinforcement out of the parts car had a few bent parts, nothing that couldn't be cut off and re-welded. They're just tacked in place right now. First bracket's this one here. This bracket went up here. I took and cut it off, and took it off the other one and tacked it in place on this one. That's going to be welded. This bracket here, was right here. As you can tell, it got damaged. So I took and cut it off. I tacked it in place there. I tacked it in place up here. I've got to take this reinforcement out to put the dashboard cover back on, but I wanted to do it before I could before I start putting everything back in the car. But yeah, this is just a little bit of a peek of what I've done. Dashboard fits in. Dashboard reinforcement fits in there just like it should. The other one was bent. Don't know exactly where, but this hole here. I actually take this bolt out. that side, this side's not bolted down because this gets pushed all the way over. But this bolt hole here, this bolt hole here, this was over 3/8 of an inch. This wasn't lining up. This wasn't lining up. And if it lined up on this side, it didn't line up on that side. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I just wanted to do test fitting on the dash because I knew I had to weld a few new pieces in place from from what happened to the collision car. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on there's the pieces there. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. But I'll get back with you when I get further along. Doing some seam sealing on pieces I welded in. I seam sealed this after welding the panels back together. I actually overlapped them and then I welded it, spot welded it or plug welded it, and then I fully welded that one there in place, and I plug welded it, and then I seam sealed over the top of it. You'll never see the seam sealer, so it doesn't have to look perfect. As I said, this car will have a rebuilt title or prior salvage title, however you guys want to put it. So it won't really matter. I mean, whoever buys it anyway, I'm going to end up showing them pictures if I even sell it. I end up showing them pictures of it anyway, and that's what I do. But yeah, the outside will look better than the floor, but I got to put some sound barrier over the top of this so you won't see it anyway either. But yeah, this is just a little bit of an update. Out working on the Ford Edge. Thought my phone was recording, but it wasn't. But here's an update. Got the air conditioning box back in. The dash is put back together. It's just sitting in place. All the wiring's ran. It's just sitting in place until I get moving along. I still got some wires to hook up and wires to run. But I didn't, so I didn't bolt the dashboard down yet. Yeah, I took the airbag out and I took a lot of parts off of it so I could replace the parts that I needed to replace for the replace that reinforcement. But yeah, this is just a short update. I'll get back with you when I get a little further along. Hoping to get this thing back on all fours very shortly. I made a mess again. Never fails. Get back on all fours. I got still got some welds to finish up on the downside. Some welds to finish up and some sanding to do and a little bit of finishing work to do. Before I could shoot some black paint on this here and the inner wheel well, so I can't put the heater core box or the AC lines on yet or nothing. But I'm getting closer. Baby steps is what I tell people, baby steps. But it's coming along. I am going to shoot some black over the top of this. Over the seam sealer. But it's all going back together like it should. It's actually fitting just like it should. I'm getting anxious to getting it done so I can move on to the next project. But there's quite a few episodes before this car's done. Still gotta get headlights, gotta get rack and pinion, gotta get windshield installed, gotta get paint, the finished paint, because I'm gonna end up repainting this whole side of this car. Whole side of the car, because I switched both doors. I might as well just repaint it all. And I gotta fix the bumper cover, gotta fix the fender. But I'll let you go until next time. This is an update on the 2010 Ford Edge. Got the dashboard back in. Steering column's in. I actually had to pull the dashboard back out to get all the wiring hooked up. I missed a couple plugs. Now they're all hooked up. Now it's good to go. Got a few things to do. Got a few clean it and blow it out with an air hose before I can lay the carpet back in, get the interior back in. Somebody will probably ask why I'm installing all the interior, getting the interior back in. And I'm going to end up painting the outside, but I can tape the door jamb off on the inside, so it's not a big deal. I can paint it with the interior in it. Somebody asked me why I left the windshield in. Well, the car's got to go to the glass shop. The cheapest company I found, which is someone I've had windows done by, told me a cheaper price than everybody else, and that's to drive it to him, and he don't do house calls. It's a glass shop. He don't do house calls, so the car will be driven to him to have a windshield put in it before inspection. But I got a lot of work to do before then. Well, it might not look like a lot of work, but I am working on this quite frequently. I'm working on it quite a bit, so I'm trying to get it done so I can get that content out for you guys. But this is just an update. Just wanted to give you an update. Got the center console back in. I still got to clean all this stuff. That's why none of the seats are going in yet. The back seat still needs to be cleaned. Center console's in. Still got to clean the dash. That's why none of that stuff's on yet. But I'll get back with you. Just a little update on the Ford Edge. Got the front suspension off of the parts car on there. Everything fit like a glove. Still got to get rack and pinion headlights. Rack and pinion headlights, things like that. I ordered the paint today. This is Friday night. Saturday morning, because it's probably after 1 o'clock in the morning. But this is what I've done. I painted the inside of this. This is not the same color black. This is actually a flat black. The car is a metallic black. Or black. It don't have no metallic in it. But I don't care on what the color look like in there. Because no one will see it anyway. Got the inner apron painted. The outer part will be all painted. Still got a little bit more body work to do. Got some sanding to do. As you can tell. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Got the interior in, as you can see. I might have said that in another part of this video. I don't remember. I did get it to start and run for the, since it's been going back together, it does start and run. Everything works like it should. I haven't tried to put it in gear because the front end suspension was out, but I'm gonna get that far because I want to get the door. I want to get the door, get it back on all four wheels, and get the door on. Get the doors adjusted, just the gaps out and stuff, and then as you can see, I pulled the hinges from the pillars, and that's why this seat ain't in. The pillar bolts, the hinges are bolted from the inside and the back, and I can't get to the bottom bolts without the seat belt being loose. But there are bolts on this part. There's a bolt there. One of the bolts are missing. There's a bolt there. That bolt's missing. But I didn't want to, I want to make sure all the gaps, doors, and everything work correctly. Before I pull the 4 bolts from the front door, pull the four bolts from the back door, leave the hinges on so I can scuff all the paint, get all the paint cleaned up so I can shoot it. Or prime the spots I need primed, and then paint the insides of the door jambs. Front door jambs being painted, the rear door jambs being painted. I haven't decided if I'm going to take out the back window yet or not. The right way is to take it out, but I haven't decided. But this whole side of the car, from front to back, will be painted. Even the back half. All the doors will be painted. Door jambs will be painted. Front bumper covers still got a little bit of damage from the wreck. That will be painted. But if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you're new to my channel or you haven't seen my channel, click on some of the playlists. I got some pretty neat things. I got a camper fire rebuild that I did, or working on. Harley Davidson Softail that I'm rebuilding from a fire. And a few other things. But please like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching.